out of the blue corner, silver and chrome trunks. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall. He weighed in at 227.2 pounds. He holds a near perfect professional record of 10 victories, 1 defeat, with 7 of those wins coming by way of knockout. And he fights out of Dorado, Puerto Rico, by way of Cleveland, Ohio, USA. He is the multi-talented superstar who bridged the gap between social media and professional boxing. Boxer, a content creator, an entrepreneur, a philanthropist, and a promoter, and the self-proclaimed of boxing. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the problem child, Jake
Gentlemen in attendance and boxing fans joining us around the world, live from Atlanta, Georgia, it's showtime! Introducing to you first the challenger on my right, fighting out of the blue corner tonight, seeking his 3rd division world title. Wearing white trunks with yellow and silver trim, the young star of boxing from Baltimore, and representing his adopted home of Atlanta, Georgia. He weighed in at 139.75 pounds with a sensational record of 24 wins, no losses. He has 23 big wins coming by way of knockout. Here's the popular and acclaimed 3-time 2-division world champion, the hard-hitting, current and undefeated WBA super featherweight and WBA lightweight champion of the world, introducing Gervonta.
But that one won the best. To talk about this, but because of Pedraza's...
Yeah, Davis landing some sharp shots.
Davis tags the body with the right. That left hook was...
Oh, that overhand right is coming from Jake Paul.
For his professional fights.
Just with an eruption here.
The beginning of round 9 and round 8, over 16,500 were on their feet as they watched Davis. And this...
Gervonta Davis!
Mental things that could, oh, nice.
Oh, Pedrazas are indeed high with Gervonta Tank Davis daring to be great.
Right now, Jake Paul's kind of measuring his man.
Experience, this is Pedraza.
Oh, shot counter from the problem child. Now it is Jake Paul who is focusing more on the boxing instead of looking.
And it appears Davis' confidence is growing by the second.
And Pedraza's not doing some of the...
What if I told you the most unexpected rivalry in boxing history is about to explode in 2025? Jake Paul, the YouTube superstar turned knockout artist, is stepping into the ring with the undefeated knockout machine, Gervonta Tank Davis. Fans are screaming chaos, analysts are questioning reality, and boxing legends say this matchup could change the sport forever. Stay locked in, because this showdown is pure danger, and someone is getting slept. Jake Paul continues to shock the world, knocking out contenders and silencing critics one by one. But Tank Davis is no ordinary boxer. He's a ruthless finisher with world championship experience and one-punch destruction. The hype is real, the trash talk is wild, and the boxing world is split in half. Can Jake's rise continue against a pound-for-pound killer? Or will Tank destroy him and expose the limits of the crossover era? Let's break down this insane matchup. Strengths, weaknesses, predictions, and fan reactions. Fans are divided. The world is watching, and someone will go to sleep violently. Trash talk flew from both sides, but Tank's confidence seemed unshakable. Jake, however, didn't back down. He fired back with his trademark swagger, promising to shock the world yet again. The intensity built as their verbal exchanges turned personal, with each fighter vowing to humiliate the other. By the final face-off, security had to intervene as tensions boiled over, leaving fans craving fight night fireworks. As fight week arrived, analysts and legends of the sport were divided. Some believed Jake Paul's size and reach could frustrate Davis, while others claimed Tank's speed and precision would be too much. Every boxing channel, podcast, and social media feed debated who would come out on top. What made this matchup so fascinating was the contrast in styles. Jake's heavy pressure and Tank's explosive counterpunching created a dream fight scenario that fans couldn't wait to witness. On fight night, the atmosphere inside the arena was electric. Celebrities filled ringside seats. Cameras flashed and chants of Tank and Jake echoed through the crowd. When the fighters entered the ring, their energy was intense. Jake walked in with a confident smirk, wearing gold and red trunks, while Tank's calm, laser-focused stare said it all. He came to finish business. The stage was set for one of boxing's most anticipated clashes in recent memory. Round 1 began with Jake trying to establish his jab early, keeping distance from the shorter Tank Davis. But Tank quickly slipped inside, launching lightning-fast hooks to the body. Jake's defense held, but Tank's power was undeniable. The first few minutes showed that this fight wasn't going to be easy for either man. Jake's composure and Tank's aggression made for a thrilling tactical battle right from the start. By the third round, the crowd was on its feet. Jake landed a crisp right hand that caught Tank's attention, proving he wasn't afraid to trade shots. But Tank responded with brutal body combinations that echoed through the arena. Jake winced, but refused to step back, showing heart and resilience. The energy was unreal. Every exchange drew cheers and gasps as both fighters tested each other's limits with precision and power. Midway through the fight, Jake began to rely on his jab and movement, trying to slow the pace. Tank, however, stalked him like a predator, cutting off the ring and setting traps. His footwork was flawless, and his timing even sharper. In round 6, Tank exploded with a left uppercut that nearly lifted Jake off his feet, but Jake somehow stayed upright. The audience roared as both men traded bombs until the bell sounded. In round 8, Jake started to find success with his right hand again, connecting on clean shots that backed Tank up for the first time. The momentum seemed to shift slightly, and Jake's confidence grew. However, Tank's calm expression never changed. He was calculating, waiting for the perfect opening, and when it came, he unleashed a thunderous left hook that sent shockwaves through the arena. Jake stumbled but refused to go down, earning respect even from Tank's fans. The championship rounds were pure war. Sweat flew with every punch, and both men dug deep into their reserves. Jake's toughness was undeniable, but Tank's precision was surgical. In round 10, a brutal uppercut from Tank snapped Jake's head back, followed by a flurry that forced the referee to step in. The fight was over. Tank Davis had secured another knockout victory in spectacular fashion. The crowd erupted in awe and respect for both warriors. After the fight, Tank Davis celebrated with emotion, shouting to the cameras that power always wins. Jake Paul, despite the loss, earned praise from commentators and fans for his courage and improvement as a boxer. He had gone toe-to-toe with one of the most feared fighters in the world and survived longer than most expected. This fight wasn't just about victory, it was about legacy, courage, and the spirit of true competition. Post-fight interviews added more heat to the storyline. Tank called out other top names, declaring he's ready to dominate multiple weight divisions. Jake, on the other hand, promised to come back stronger, hinting at another blockbuster matchup soon. Both fighters left the arena with renewed fame. Tank is the knockout king, and Jake is the man who dared to challenge greatness. In the aftermath, analysts dissected every round. Experts praised Jake's durability and improvement in technique, while Tank's power and ring IQ received universal admiration. Social media exploded with highlight clips, slow-motion knockouts, and fan reactions. The fight trended worldwide for days, cementing its place in modern boxing history as one of the most entertaining showdowns ever. Fans couldn't stop talking about the heart and willpower shown by both fighters. Even critics admitted that Jake Paul had proven he belonged in the ring with elite opponents. Meanwhile, Tank Davis's reputation as one of boxing's deadliest punchers grew stronger than ever. The clash symbolized more than a fight. It was the meeting of two worlds, entertainment and elite boxing, colliding in unforgettable fashion. Promoters and networks immediately began talking about a potential rematch. While Tank's dominance was clear, the sheer market value of a second showdown was undeniable. Jake's massive following and Tank's knockout appeal made for a dream business scenario. Whether or not it happens, their 2025 clash had already gone down in history as one of the biggest crossover boxing events ever staged. The event's success also reignited debates about boxing's future. Could influencers truly compete at the elite level? Jake Paul's performance suggested they could, at least to some extent. His discipline, conditioning, and willingness to face a dangerous opponent showed how far he'd come. For Tank, it was another day of proving why he's considered one of the most dangerous fighters of his era. In the weeks after, footage of Jake's toughest moments went viral. Memes, reactions, and highlight edits filled TikTok and YouTube. The knockout replayed millions of times, but so did Jake's moments of bravery and grit. This duality made the event iconic, a fight that blended skill, courage, and storytelling in equal measure, captivating fans from both boxing and pop culture worlds. For both men, the fight became a defining moment in their careers. Tank reinforced his position as an unstoppable knockout machine, while Jake cemented his status as a fearless competitor willing to fight anyone. Their rivalry pushed each other to new heights and gave fans a modern classic that would be replayed for years to come. As 2025 continued, fans eagerly speculated about what's next. Would Jake chase redemption against another big name? Would Tank move up in weight or defend his crown? The story was far from over. It had only just begun. The Paul versus Davis rivalry became part of boxing folklore, reminding everyone why combat sports remain the ultimate test of will. So boxing fans, who wins? So boxing fans, who are you? Backing in 2025, will Jake Paul shock the world again with a brutal knockout? Or will Tank Davis protect his legacy and crush the YouTube king? Comment your prediction below knockout round. Winner, everything. And don't forget to smash like, hit subscribe, and stay tuned for more exclusive boxing breakdowns, highlights, reactions, and fight news every week. This is MMA Knockout, where the biggest fights live and the knockouts never stop.